Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to my YouTube page. As promised, I am here today with Keith Kurowski
Yes, sir.
from the Westchester Borough Parks and Rec, and we're going to talk a little bit with Keith today to find out a little bit more about him, about what's going on at Parks and Rec and the borough and the community in general. So Keith, welcome today. We're really glad to see you.
Thank you for having me. I'm glad we picked this beautiful park to have this little conversation.
Yeah, beautiful park and beautiful day. We got lucky.
Absolutely.
So we're going to dig in a little bit here. I usually like to start and just kind of ask you a little bit of your personal background,
Sure.
where you're from, how long have you been in the community, that type of thing.
Absolutely. Again, Keith Kurowski, Director of the Parks and Rec Department. I've been with the Borough of Westchester since 2004. I started as the program coordinator, was in that role for a few years, then was promoted to assistant director. That was about 2007, and then 2007 to 2009-ish, I was the assistant director. And then during an open hiring search in 2009, when the former director retired, I became the director. So I've been the director of the Parks and Rec Department going on 15, 16 years now, and
Wow.
There's literally no place I'd rather be.
Wow, that's fantastic. So you are embedded.
Yes, I'm embedded. My family, we lived down here in the borough for 7 years, roughly. My wife and I, when we had our daughter Ava, I should say my wife had our daughter Ava, born at the Chester County Hospital, we wanted to be closer to family. And I'm originally from just outside of the Reading area. She's from Pittsburgh. So Daddy's commute went from a minute and a half to an hour. So for the last 15 years, or well, 14 years, I've been commuting back and forth or so to from Shillington to Westchester.
Wow.
It's my hour to decompress every day before I come home.
Well, you're going to have to figure it out, that's
Yeah.
for sure, because that's a drive. Well, that's commitment.
Yes.
We appreciate that. The borough
Absolutely.
appreciates it. So tell us a little bit more about just the logistics and what you guys do, what it encompasses. I don't think everybody always thinks
Sure.
about what they do.
I mean, everyone knows the big events, the Chester County Restaurant Festival, the Church Said Music Festival, the Halloween Parade, but there's so much more to the Parks and Rec Department than that. All the program we do, taking care of these beautiful parks, upgrading awesome playgrounds like this. The borough has 12 parks, about 45 acres of parkland in the 1.8 mile square that is the borough. We don't have indoor space. So basically these are our facilities. So anything we can do pretty much 9 months out of the year when the weather's nice enough, we're programming in our parks. We're doing classes, we're doing camps, we're running bus trips. I mean, you name it, we're trying to do it. And we're always looking for new ideas. So we have a department of two right now. It's myself, the director, and our program coordinator. His name's Ryan Michael. He's been with us for about 6-7 months now, doing a great job. And literally, he creates ideas from what we gather from the public at the different events and activities we have. We run these programs to see if they're going to work. It's basically, we're here to serve you. So if you have ideas and you want to see something get done in a park, whether it be a project, whether it be a program, contact us. We're the easiest to contact.
Neat. I do. I really have an affinity for this park because my now 13-year-old daughter split her leg open on one of those big stubs there when she was a kid. She kept going, but it was a memorable day, so that's for sure.
This project here, I mean, literally took place during the pandemic. The Friends of Everhart Park, the Borough of Westchester, we got together and we worked it together. Again, there are several different park friends organizations here in the Borough of Westchester. The Friends of Everhart are probably one of the two longest and most organized. This is a $685,000 project, and 2/3 of that was paid for by grants.
Wow.
So
Okay.
during the pandemic, when we couldn't meet, we couldn't get to the park, we couldn't be anywhere, this is all done online. The grant applications, submitting that to DCNR, DCED, the Chester County. I mean, there was a ton of work that went on behind the scenes, and a lot of that was thanks to our IT department who could make that happen. But there was so much work. It was like 3 years in the making before we actually stuck a shovel in the ground and got it going.
Yeah.
But thanks to the Friends of Everhart Park and the borough and that collaboration,
Yeah.
this amazing park, which is full. Every day it's sunny, there's people here.
Yeah, this is awesome. It's fantastic. And I know the borough as a community, I've been in it for over 35 years. People do come together and they really try. I was lived by Marshall Square Park for a number of years.
Another well-established
Same thing right there.
Beautiful
Yeah.
park. I mean, the borough of Westchester has historic parks for the most part. They've been around for a very long time. We're not looking to really change much in the way of the parks. We're looking to upgrade them. We're looking to make them better. Some of our parks and the equipment are a little bit antiquated, a little older. So it's our job to bring them up to snuff, make sure they're meeting all codes, ADA codes, and things of
Constantly
that
checking
nature.
them out and all
Constantly
that.
checking them
Yeah.
out. Our public works department has guys that are certified in playground safety inspection.
Okay.
We go around the parks literally every day,
Yeah.
and we're looking over things. We do audits twice a year to make sure the parks are up to snuff. Now the biggest issue is money.
Right.
And the grants and things that we apply for to go for the funding to support these projects are very competitive. So if we get lucky, we have grant money. That's wonderful. If not, the borough has got to assign certain funds to our department to make sure the parks are where they need to be.
Yeah. Okay. Wow, it's a lot. So if I'm a business and I want to do some sort of an event, what's the process in that? Because we're going to connect with a lot of business people on this, and that might be a good segue for them.
There's one of two ways. There's in the borough of Westchester, there's a special event application. If you're looking to do something outside of the norm, like you want to close down streets, sidewalks, any public thoroughfare to close off for an event, those special event applications come through my department and the police department first. We review them with the parking department, our public works department, to see what you need, what services you need from the borough in order to host your event. And a lot of people think, oh, these things just spontaneously happen. There's a ton of work and planning that goes behind all these events. And that's kind of where I work with the individual who's leading that group to make sure they've got all their I's dotted, their T's crossed. And then it has to go through a different, the hoops in local government. Let's go to this commission, that council, and so forth. It gets reviewed the entire time. And the borough says, hey, here's what you need to do your event safely and successfully. The services the borough will render to you guys at a cost to make sure that happens. One big one that takes place down in this neck of the woods is the annual Porch Fest. It's a huge event.
That's right.
They close off like a quarter of the borough. It's an amazing event. If you haven't gotten a chance to check it out, come this year.
Is that May?
I think it's the end of May. I have to check my dates. But a wonderful event. Check them out, Westchester Porch Fest on social media. You'll find it. But there's a lot of planning that goes into that. And we, as the borough, want to make sure that it's safe, first and foremost. We need to make sure that you're going to have an event that's safe. We want everyone to have fun. That's a
big event.
It's a huge
lot
event.
of people are coming to
and it's just growing year after year.
Right.
But that, and also if you don't really want to get involved in that, like we don't want to take on that responsibility of planning an event ourselves, come talk to us. Come talk to the Parks and Rec department and say, how can I get with one of your events that's already established?
And jump in.
How can I jump in? Maybe become a sponsor, have a
that's
booth,
great.
a table, whatever.
Sponsorship.
I'm all about collaborations. I've worked with, I've been here almost 20 years, and I've built so many good relationships with so many different businesses and organizations around here.
Sounds like
the Chamber, the Bid, the Melton Center, the university. That's one key thing. Like we're talking about collaborations. A lot of what we do can't be done without collaboration.
Without the collaboration.
Yes, sir.
Very cool. I know that you have some events that you want to talk about. You have a lot of stuff going on. But I think you want to spotlight a couple things. Do it.
First and foremost, as we're standing in Everhart Park on June 8th, is the 42nd annual Turk's Head Music Festival. My favorite event.
Awesome.
7 bands from 12 to 7 o'clock all day, probably 60 or so vendors, a bunch of food, other, things for the kids, moon bounces, clowns, face painting. This whole park becomes a festival, and it's completely free to attend.
It's packed, and it's all day.
You can come down, throw your table and chair down, and just enjoy, pretend if you want, if it's going to be a hot day, and just hang out there. It doesn't cost you a dime. Now, if you want to spend a couple bucks and go for a ride or get a bite to eat,
you got vendors here.
We got ATM on site. We got vendors out the wazoo. I mean, literally, I have 60, 70 vendors. Every path in the park will be covered with vendors.
Awesome.
We had over 130 bands apply to be in this event this
year.
And seven of the top notch. We got folks coming from North Carolina, from New York, from Delaware, all over the place.
That many athletes. That means you're out there.
It's huge,
for sure.
I mean, that was what being my favorite event, and music being the central focus of this event. I mean, come down, check out some new bands you've never seen before. It doesn't cost you a dime. It's going to be a beautiful day in the park. Why not?
Between that and the Porch Fest,
they're literally a few weeks apart.
That's amazing, too.
In this
I love
whole
that.
neck of the woods, it's literally like, and also I think the Bid does a World Music Day sometime in June as well. So for like a 6-week span, music is a central focus here in Westchester.
And then you have the streets. You got Market Street and Gay Street getting blocked off.
Just Gay Street. That's the Gay Street closure, or the open air market.
The open air market.
That starts on May 2nd and runs through, I think, the second week in September. So every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, those streets are closed. Or excuse me, just Gay Street between Matlack and Darlington is closed. So the restaurants and retailers can come out and sell their wares on the street.
It's fantastic.
There's 2 other cool events. I'm a golfer. So there's a virtual golf event on June 27th where we bring basically it's a golf studio on wheels.
We simulator.
Do a simulator. We do a virtual golf event on Gay Street.
I got some friends that'll be on that.
Oh, bring them out. And then also on Father's Day weekend, that's Saturday, we're bringing back mini golf on Gay Street.
I saw that. I saw
it was a huge.
It
was also like 97 degrees last year.
Right.
But it was a great event. So like how often do you get the mini golf on Gay Street? Right. So we're literally 18 holes in miniature golf on Gay Street. It's awesome.
A lot of fun. Well, that's great. We have a lot of stuff, and I'm going to post. I'll get a schedule together, so I'll post it on my page. I'll also have the link over to the Parks and Rec website, so you can check all this stuff out. There's so much going on in Westchester. It's springtime, going into the summer. A lot of stuff, really a lot of fun, and we really appreciate it because you are the man that's putting it together.
I enjoy doing what I do. I've been doing it for 20 years, and I don't plan on stopping anytime soon.
That's awesome. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching.
Appreciate it.
Talk to you soon.